There is a lot to analyze in the penultimate episode of Landman Season 1, particularly the show's enigmatic Coyote ending. Landman's cast stars Billy Bob Thornton as oil crisis management executive Tommy Norris. He has been working under Monty Morris, Jon Hamm, the CEO of M-Tex, a private oil business, throughout the season. Morris has been dealing with health issues, particularly those pertaining to his heart. He was admitted to the hospital in episode 8 due to an elevated heart rate, and in the most recent installment, his situation only gets worse. Tommy, who has been offered an executive position at the company to take over in Monty's absence, spends the whole of the episode reflecting on the death of his longtime friend and boss. Now that the immediate threat has passed, Cooper and Ariana start talking about their lives together while Cooper creates his strategy for making money in the oil sector. After the inadvertent military missile strike in episode 8, Tommy starts to negotiate a way to make peace with the cartel, but it looks like things may get worse before they get better in the conclusion. In an intriguing scene that concludes Landman episode 9, Tommy is standing in his backyard after probably learning of Monty's passing. He appears to be reflecting until he spots a coyote in the field outside the yard. After a brief while of studying it, the neighbor emerges and kills it with a rifle since it preyed on her dogs. In order to relate the coyote and its death to Tommy's story in the upcoming episodes, it is necessary to deconstruct some significant symbols. There are various ways to interpret the coyote's symbolism, but one is that it stands for Western freedom. Tommy has all he needs, even though his life isn't perfect. Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, made an appearance earlier in the show to give a monologue about making the most of life and spending time with family, two things that Monty eventually failed to do. The coyote stands for Tommy's independence, and by deciding to take over the business like Monty did, he's jeopardizing his opportunity to live the kind of life Jones outlined. Difficult to determine for sure until the finale airs next week, but there are two sequences that imply Monty didn't make it. First, viewers saw Monty in his hospital bed, his heart rate soaring once more, and him panicking and pressing the assistance button. There must have been an urgent problem of some kind, and given all the discussions about his doom earlier in the show, it appears likely that this was the character's last urgent situation. Tommy answers Cammie's phone later in the show, apologizing and wearing a serious demeanor. It appears from all reports that Monty died without his kids around. Tommy will need to reconcile this with the obligations he made to Monty, but it will serve as a valuable reminder of what matters in life moving ahead. With their father no longer around, Tommy will feel obligated to Cammie and Monty's kids and want to treat them well. The future of the company will be made more difficult by his power battle with Rebecca Falcone, who was promised a position. The majority of Landman Season 1 has been devoted to Cooper's plan to profit from the oil sector. After spending little time on the patch learning the ropes, he has now devised what appears to be a clever scheme to collect enough little wells that haven't been being used by larger businesses. Individually, these wells are worthless, but if he groups them together, he might discover value. All he needs to do is spend the time to win over all the nearby landowners. The idea of greed is more significantly at risk. Cooper is not an avaricious individual. He intends to earn enough money to move to Fort Worth and live a quiet life with Ariana. He even likens the oil business to a game of blackjack, stating that all he has to do is earn enough money and then exit when the moment is perfect. Cooper may turn dishonest once he begins making money, according to the man he talks to at the end of the episode, who foreshadows the dangers of wealth accumulation and its effects on people. This story has already been told by Landman with Monty, and Cooper might be following in his footsteps. Thanks for watching. For more updates stay tuned and don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel please.